Hello, bright and shiny soul beings. So, I was recently with an amazing group of people, and a very wise woman said something to another woman that really stuck with me. There was another woman in the group who was kind of speaking negatively about herself and not being very kind to herself. And the other woman said to her, she said, "Put the bat down. You are beating up my friend." I just loved that. It was so poignant. I'm just going to keep remembering that forever. Basically, it just reminded me that we are so often our own worst enemy. We are so harsh on ourselves and we doubt ourselves and don't believe in our giftedness. Well, there's a scripture in the Bible that I want to share with you, 2 Timothy 1:7. It says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." So that means that we are not here to be victims or to be, "Oh, I'm just lowly me, I'm not very good at anything." Put the bat down. You're beating up my friend. You came here to be powerful. You are God's creation and you are filled with God's gifts and talents. And it is about time you stop making the excuses and start sharing those gifts with the world. Quick little share from my experience, and then we're going to go into a brief meditation. I felt for so many years that I had all these puzzle pieces and I had no clue how they fit together. It was kind of like I thought I had pieces from different puzzles and they just didn't fit together. And it was really frustrating. Now, granted, there are still question marks about my life. There will always be things that I'm learning and growing and evolving. But I am so grateful through a lot of diving in, a lot of self work, continuing to do self work. I feel like I'm in a place where a lot of puzzle pieces have come together and I see a picture that makes sense now and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's how these things fit together. So it had to do with like gifts and skills that I had, passions and desires I had. I just didn't know how they fit together. Now I've stuck with it. I feel like I could get a better idea. I want to do a meditation with you to help you get a greater sense of how these seemingly disparate puzzle pieces actually fit together. So, I'm going to slow my rate of speech down a little bit. If you have the essential oil blend Envision, I encourage you to go ahead and grab it. If you don't, some good old frankincense would be nice. Or if you happen to have some sandalwood, one of my favorites, go ahead and grab that. Once you have your essential oil, I want you to get comfy, seated upright. I'd like you to place a drop of your essential oil into the center of your forehead, on the third eye. It's that seat of our inner vision, where we get the real vision for what we're here for, how we tap into God's wisdom and guidance for our lives, how we rise up above frustration with earthly challenges and go into that inner space where we can tune into divine wisdom. Once you've put your oil there, I'd like you to place a drop on your non-dominant hand, rub your palms together, and I want you to make your scent tent up at your nose. Leave space so you can exhale. We're going to close our eyes and take a few breaths. On the first inhale, I want you to breathe it into your physical body, all the cells in your body. Exhale through your mouth to release any density, frustration of being in a challenging situation. Breathe it in again through your nose and draw it into all of your emotions. And exhale through your mouth to release any excess intense emotion that could be clouding your inner vision. And on the final one, I want you to breathe it into all parts of who you are, mind, body, spirit, every bit of it. Very nice. With your eyes closed, I want you to tune in and ask God to show you at this time, reveal to you some of your key gifts and talents that you have either doubted, neglected, or just not believed you had. Just calling in that divine vision and remembrance and reminder of all these amazing, amazing gifts that you have not fully stepped into yet. See some of the different gifts as puzzle pieces in your field of inner vision. And now calling on God to show you in your mind's eye ways that these seemingly different puzzle pieces can start to come together into a coherent picture. And if you are working your own business, I want you to start to call on God's wisdom and guidance to show you how your gifts, your talents, your passions, even if they seem unrelated to your business, actually can be amazing assets in your business. How things that seem obscure but are important to you really tie into your passions, to your ability to make an abundant living for yourself and your family. How all these puzzle pieces fit together to help you bless others and receive blessing yourself at the same time. I'm just going to take a few silent breaths as you really feel into this divinely guided vision of all that is immensely possible once you put the bat down and stop beating yourself up and shortchanging the beautiful creation that God made you to be. Sit with that vision of all that's possible and even asked of you. I want you to tune in, ask God if there are any action steps that are being asked of you at this time. What do you need to start stepping into? What do you need to start acting on? What do you need to do to start making these puzzle pieces come together beautifully into a beautiful picture? Just see if you feel or sense any action steps. Take a pause to offer gratitude for the amazing gifts that you have and how they really all can come together into a beautiful picture once you put the bat down, stop beating yourself up. Whenever you are ready, open your eyes. Once this is over, I want you to either grab a calendar and start calendaring your action items, or grab a journal and start writing about them. If you neglect to somehow make it tangible by writing it down or putting it on your calendar, chances are pretty good that you're not going to make any progress with this. Let's just be honest. So, may you get in there, start taking some action steps, and watch those puzzle pieces come together into the most gorgeous, crystal clear HD picture of life that you are meant to live. For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Go be victorious.